Oh, recording in progress.
Full yogurt mode.
You can hear me. Continue.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Great success. Yeah, look at that bad boy.
This is peep. I like this. I like it a lot. It's nice.
Like
Got some
that
compliments on that.
Yeah. What were they?
That's nice.
Great compliment.
Compliment on
That's
that.
nice.
Yeah, it's a nice colour. I've got a hoodie to do. The thing about it is I've got these colours to do. I've got these new colours, like some nice greens and blues. And I'll just go, right, what logo am I going to put on it? I was like, then just everything grinds to a halt because I can't choose.
Square that up a little. What logo are you going to put on it? That one.
Yeah,
I like that one.
That's cool.
Fresh. Yeah, it's fresh. I've got having some ideas for some new ones there, so we'll be able to unleash some new bad boys.
Yeah.
Shortly. You've got quite a booth on going on there, dude.
We got that.
Yeah. That's pretty wild. Look at
Head
that.
on over to YouTube to check out the dude.
volume in action.
And if you're not watching this, then we're talking about the sweatshirt that I have on, which I'm probably going to have to take off in a minute.
Then you should be.
It's bloody hot, but I just wanted to get it on camera again.
Yeah, it's
so you
pretty
can
sick.
buy this if you want that. Nice.
How many English Earth pounds will that cost you?
28.
Get one of those in your
28
mix?
for a sweatshirt.
28. That is.
We're heading into prime sweatshirt season. That's right.
Yeah, we're ready for
perfect.
it. I'm ready for it, man. I was just like today. It was amazing. The weather was like incredible at lunchtime. Like I thought summer has arrived, and then about 45 minutes later, massive hailstorm. But like, I was looking out the window, like, are they meteors? That is quite
Decent.
a heavy, large bit of rain, but it was like rock size.
This rain is ouchy.
It's
cold.
This rain, it's really hard.
Yeah,
That was not very cool.
it was like that.
That was a great success.
A couple of months back, there was a picture on like Instagram or Facebook or something, like a meme, and it said British summertime, and it had a guy like sunbathing on a deck chair in his garden in the sun, and then in the shade there was snow in his garden, because it was like that. It was literally like it was changeable on the day. It snows and then it was like a burst of sunshine. Yeah, that's funny.
Well, yeah, like it's been like that here for the whole year, basically.
Yeah.
Like it's just got a little bit more consistently sunny in the last last week, maybe.
Last month, one day. It's really consistent. That's tell you what, that is the trick to consistency, is just doing it for the one day. And then you've nailed it.
Over.
And then you've got to string those one days together.
Yeah, just line them all up.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
crack them out there.
So yeah, we're a day late. I've got a comment from Mum today. Half of our viewership. Yeah. So 50% of our viewers are disgruntled. They didn't do the podcast yesterday. She even searched on YouTube for it. Wow. So I was like, thanks, Mum.
Did she complain to YouTube?
No,
there must be some sort of mistake.
This regularly scheduled program.
PBA podcast.
Yeah.
It's supposed to launch every Sunday.
Yeah. But she said that there's when you type in garage something or other into YouTube, there's all these Americans and they're just absolute monsters. And they're not like you. I was like,
we're not monsters.
Yeah, yes. Thanks.
They're not like you weasels.
No, she said
they're not like you garage build weasels.
Nobody loves you like your mother.
Yeah, but the Americans are garage, aren't they? They're garage. They're not garage. So that's the difference.
I also said that we were going over there to stay, didn't I, last weekend, which is why we did the podcast early the last time, which we nailed in. And then because I wasn't going to be home.
Haven't you? You've got to get that early, and then because that one's early, this one comes late.
Yeah, that's it. It's all
Otherwise,
about
there's
balance.
no balance. Yeah.
And
take.
I was just chatting to Mum in the kitchen, and she goes, "Oh, so what's Matthew up to? How's he getting on? All this kind of stuff." And I went, "Did you listen to the podcast?" She went, "Yeah." I went, "Well, you know as much as me then." This is when we talk. This is it. We don't really message or anything during the week anymore because we do this. It's kind of like the replacement. But I think that's quite good because like normally I'm like on my phone too much anyway. And I think actually if we just save it all up for the end of the week, get everything out then.
What it is,
get it all in.
Give it a whirl.
Yeah.
Why not?
So yeah, and I thought more stuff would have happened to me, seeing as we've had like 9
an extra
days.
of 1 day.
Because we normally do it on a
because you
Sunday.
went one early and we've gone one later.
Yeah.
So, well,
But
yeah, I was thinking that too. Actually,
I've got
last
3
week
things.
we had a bank holiday on the Thursday, and then I like bridged it to the weekend. But I got a bit like out of sync with stuff. I think that like put me off my rhythm. So then I didn't really end up doing that much.
Next week,
but I was also trying to finish that last week of Juggernaut, which is pretty good. But that wiped me out because it gets like crazy volume on that Juggernaut AI. Just like nuts, man. And now it's like nuts. Let me see if I can show you on this.
You're going to show me something.
Everyone else is going to look. I'm just going to turn my phone around and show you my broken.
I thought you were going to like
phone.
share screen or something.
Nah, man.
Oh, we're going tech.
Am I going to do that?
No, fuck that shit. You're into reels now. You can do that. You can share a screen.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Oh, I don't even know if I could do it. Review. Let's see if this works. What I wanted to do, what I've been itching to do, is the thing when people put it on the story and they like scroll down the phone. But I don't know.
Yeah. Screen record.
Do you know what I mean? I can't do it. So this is my Juggernaut AI app.
Comp Squat.
You see that?
Yeah.
Comp Squat. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So that's Comp Squat, and it backed off the volume for me. So that's Comp Squat, like 5 sets, whatever it is. 6 sets. What's that say backwards? Comp deadlift.
Yeah.
Only 2 sets. That backed off the sets on that as well for me. Goblet squat, 4 sets. Good mornings, 3 sets.
Like a holiday.
Pull throughs, 4 sets. Calf raise, 4 sets. Ab wheel, 4 sets.
Was that one session? That's one session. That's a lot of work.
One session.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
I haven't got time for that. The first 2 days in the week are like an upper body one, and they're quite short. And I'm like, oh man, this is going to be so good because they're like 4 movements and pretty cool ones. I really like the first 2 days, but the last 3 days are just a horror story. The first 2 days are, oh God, last week it was a horror story as well. First 2 days, something like pull ups first, which is pretty cool. And then, so today was military press on Monday, then shrugs, then alternate dumbbell press, then close grip push-ups. And that's it for the first hour. I'm like, oh yeah, man, that's awesome. And then day 2, it goes up again. And so that's tomorrow for me. Bent over row, chin up, alternating hammer curl, dumbbell row. Oh, sweet. Yeah. And then day 3 is just like 1 million unilateral leg exercises until my legs fall off. So thanks for that, Chad Bot.
I'm going for the world record in single leg glute bridges. I've single leg glute bridged every day. Every day. Yeah. I'm up to 54.
Try and fix your knee.
Yeah.
Is that one?
Yeah.
Is that one of the things that was on the list?
Glute bridging and single leg squats. I'm still building up to like the maximum amount of sets.
Single leg squats.
I'm adding in every day now, just trying to get it up because you're meant to do like 30 on each leg. But it just takes forever. You need 10. I've probably said this before. 10 seconds, 10-second hold. 3 times 10
like
on each leg. It's like
it's now the rest of
15 to 18 minutes per exercise. So I'm just doing that, going, oh my God. And it's hot as well. So I'm like down to my underwear doing glute bridges and single leg squats, still sweating.
Some sort of lunatic.
Yeah, it's good look. Well, it's a strong.
I can't really complain about the heat
because I haven't got
training. Yeah, because it's not warm. Downstairs, pretty fresh in the little cage garage.
Yeah, is it underground or is it bottom floor?
It is underground.
Yeah, that will be.
It's actually under the ground. I'm actually a subterranean garage built reptile. Something like that. So yeah, it's a little bit fresher, which is good. But even the other garage, the other one, the moto garage, where hopefully we'll transfer some things.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this is
super fresh.
The coolest room in the house, and coolers in temperature as well as awesome.
Actual coolness level. Yeah,
because it's
not as cool as your buffets. You've got a wild seagull now.
Just ignore it. Just let it be. I can't put it back under the headphones. I can't do anything with it, and I refuse to put a hairband in. It's been cut. I've got an undercut.
That would be controversial. But yeah, could centre party though, like it was 1995.
It goes that way,
or 90.
It does happen.
Even.
It does happen. But yeah, this is north facing, so it's got no sun on it, and it's obviously just a garage door with a bit of insulation that I put in. So it's just like you step everywhere else is boiling, you step in here, you're just like, sweet. But as soon as you start to move too much,
you can move those little air particles, rub them old particles
on you. Vibing.
Gets a little bit wham. No, I haven't had it. Today it was hot outside because I'm trying to do with Tony, who's looking after the skull, trying to do some sessions at lunchtime. So today I went to skip because I'm supposed to also be doing things for my leg. So I thought I was skipping, and I couldn't single under. Well, I still can't single under now, which is which is probably the most annoyed I've ever been in my life, because I used to be quite good at that, and now all of a sudden I'm horrendous at it.
Just on a side note, just before we move on, Tony, who's looking after the skull, is somebody who's doing some artwork for us, not just some guy who carries looking after a skull that you are very protective over. Listen, mate, look after this skull, because that's got some bad juju attached to it. Don't mess about with that. Yeah, so Matt doesn't just collect human skulls and have his friends look after them, just in case anybody wondered. Yeah, you can only get away with that the one time.
Yeah, just the once is enough. So instead of my sets of 100, which I was doing for like 10 times 100 on a little break, today I did 5 3-minute rounds, because now I've got this bee in my bonnet about like training and doing some fighting and stuff again. So I thought, well, let's do a little bit of that. So 5 threes now. It's a little bit rough though, actually. I was like not making it through the skips. Which sort of gives you a little break, doesn't it? But it's just annoying. Yeah, just skipping.
I've got a pro tip for that.
What's that?
Making it through skipping. So I was talking to Paul again, because he's now a listener. So hello, Paul, if you're listening in your car.
As well.
Yeah. And he was saying that he used to do what I used to do in terms of like skipping. I said I did like 20 minutes worth of skipping. And he was telling me a little story about how he was I think he was on the patio or in the back garden or something of an old neighbour's house, and he used to think that his neighbours used to think he was nuts just doing skipping on his patio. And he said he got really, really good, and one day he was like, doing loads and loads and loads, and then all of a sudden he realised that the rope had snapped in the middle. It's just spinning. That's how you get faster. That's just
fully sending it. Well, that is a way to learn.
Yeah.
That is a way to learn double unders, isn't it?
Yeah, you can do that. Yeah, because then you get the rhythm, and then you can also. Matt Fraser does it. He got some handles, and then he put like some
balls on the end, don't you?
Yeah, balls on the end of like some wire or something to get the weight right, and then it also builds up the grip and wrists and stuff without having to stop every 2 seconds because you're tripping, which is a cool idea.
Yeah, the CrossFit Sitches crew showed me that trick. Yeah. I was like, oh, this rope's broken, should I throw it away? And he's like, no, don't throw it away. It's for learning double unders. And he showed me that, and I still can't do double unders, but it seemed like a good idea.
Good trick.
Many penguin hops later, I could still not do a double under.
But once you get them, the good news is that once you get them, you forget how to do something else, and you still can't do them consistently. So
excellent work.
That's good.
But I don't think my cast will take it at the moment. My feet, because did I say as well I ran? I was supposed to do all this stuff.
I think you said you did your version of running,
Yeah, I tried to move my legs faster than
walking.
I tried to shuffle, because there's like a little running circuit near me, just like a sort of off-road trail thing.
There's a track near you.
Oh yeah, as well, isn't there? Yeah. Some weird crab walk things on there. So it's a kilometre. But one of the Ross things that I like to do is like interval runs, and the first one is 4 times 800 meters, and then 4 times 50 meters. And I can remember doing that when I was training to do MMA properly, and absolutely having it on this 800 meters. Like, it was hard. Like, I was going so fast that I felt sick. I was like, Matt, this is awesome. And like, yes, I could not even run, man. I don't know what a joke. And then when I got to the 50, I was thinking, I'll still be all right at the 50. I felt like I was walking for 50 meters. I'm like, what is this about? So yeah, that needs to change because, man, if you can't run, then you're not really any use to anybody. I don't really run.
This is why you get strong. So you
Away.
don't have to run away from anything.
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? So you don't need to run then, do you?
Yeah.
But
if you get strong and you do
really useful skill to
BJJ,
have.
you don't have to run.
I'll run anyway.
Or you just
still
have to
like the
run
idea of
faster
being
than
able
the
to go
guy
for-
next to you. If it's zombie apocalypse, just need to outrun somebody else.
That's true. Yeah, but at some point you get down to the fastest
the tricks
too, don't you? Yeah, and then you're in trouble. So I will probably still do a little bit more of that. And also, what was cool there was the guy who got me jumping around. That was pretty good. I like jumping around more than running, so I'll do a bit more of that. And nothing else really. That big set of squats, that was pretty cool. Big set of squats, big for my broken hip set of squats.
Well, there's a lot of volume. What was it, like 100?
100, yeah. Because I think I have to look back at my last one. I can't remember if I did 20, 100 or something like that. It ended up in some horrible volume on the last.
Yeah, I remember it.
Time I went through that.
I'm sure it was something
when it's on the
stupid, like
one.
18 or 20.
It was like, yeah. So I was pretty happy that was 15 because I think I normally don't try and do any more than 20 when I get to the bigger sets like that because it just gets a bit disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
But that was good.
Just saying that, like I know I haven't done a set more than 8 in about 5 years.
I like to whack him in there now and again.
Yeah.
So did that. That was good. Finished off all that week. Went into this deload week. It's pretty cool. And then next week, I think I have the opportunity, because you get the opportunity at the end of every week to slightly adjust this program. You can choose whether you want to adjust it or not.
Yeah.
I'll try and adjust out some of those millions and millions of exercises because it's just like insanely long. And that's on 5 days a week as well. And I think it's great. Like if you do less days, if you do like 3 days, it doesn't remove anything. It just puts it all into the 3 days. So you end up with this insane amount of volume here. But it's good though. I'm like, when we started talking before, I said, oh man, I've just got off the crutches and I was at 75 kilos or whatever. And that was, I suppose, 4 weeks ago. Yeah. And I'm 78 now.
Sweet. Packing it on. I'll pork you.
Packing it on. So that's good.
I'm going the other
78.
way. I'm dropping down. I'll meet you in the middle.
Yeah. But you probably don't weigh much more than that now anyway, do you?
80 and a half last time I looked.
Okay. Yeah. So if you meet me in the middle, we're only a kilo away.
There we go. Sneak it in under 80.
Meet you there in a couple of weeks. What was I going to say? Can't remember. But yeah, 78 kilos. So that's good. From 75 in a month. So because I whacked some of the old creatine in there as well. I think that's not bad, is it? That's all right. Whack that in there. So that was good. So that's cheating weight. Just water.
Okay, so I got you. I was thinking, where are you going with this? And then I just remembered what creatine does. I was like, oh yeah, that's what that's all about. I've taken creatine now every day for, I don't know, I can't remember when I started taking it. Not like a long time, but I remember thinking, oh, why am I not taking this? And just started taking it.
Well, it's all proved off safe and everything, isn't it? So and it's supposed to be good for other things. It's good for your brain, right?
Yeah. I'll wait for the results of that one.
Wait for the results and wait for the evidence of that. My brain is actually working.
Yeah.
It's new.
Yeah. This is funny. So speaking of your brain working, how old were you when you found out that the quadriceps, the quad muscles is named quad because there's 4 of them?
Years old.
I was this years old. And the same for the tricep and the bicep. I was like, oh yeah.
Hang on a minute.
I couldn't believe it. I was like,
makes a lot of sense, doesn't it?
I was like, what?
Where are the 4 then? Because I can see
I don't know. I didn't, to be honest. I thought, well, because I'm 37 and I've only just that has dawned on me through conversation. I don't even want to know what else I don't know.
Is the 3 heads of that then, is it?
Yeah.
We're going to look really stupid now.
Listen, we are not.
The bicep is the short and the
biologists.
That, and then the quadricep, though, just looks like one big old dude. Yeah, doesn't it? Yeah.
I'm not going to Google it. I don't want to know how stupid I am for anything else on the planet.
I'm now just in shock now. Okay.
Yeah, but you
That's
know
good.
it. You
Great
know,
success.
I don't read stuff, so you send me things I don't read them. So, is this a surprise? It was just like, oh yeah, it makes sense. There's quad. Yeah, quad's 4. Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah, the tricep. Oh yeah, yeah.
Let's move on.
I was just like,
So, Sep must mean head, then, does it?
hey, let's look into it. Come back to that one.
Looking into it.
That's a whole other podcast.
Keep talking. I'm looking into it.
Yeah, okay, you look into it. So I'll tell you about my so things on my list to talk about today are you get to choose which to talk about first. So mole removal.
Okay.
5 weeks. Yeah, the five's a week.
Jesus,
redo.
man, get it out.
Can't talk.
5
or
weeks.
PureSport CBD.
Just run it past me again. Mole
removal.
weeks
5's a week.
is what? 5's week. Okay.
5's a week.
CBD.
CBD.
The mole has me intrigued.
Cool. So I went to get a mole removed, and I have got some moles on my body. It's natural, happens. But one is on the back of my head. A big one, about the size of a 5p piece. And it's been there ever since I can remember. And it really pisses me off because every time I go for a haircut, the barber, I'll have to go, oh, just careful on the back there, mate, because I just got a bit of a mole there. So just when you get the clips out, just be careful. And they go, yeah. Whack. Just catches it every single time. And it's like that. And I can't have like a haircut with a skin fade or anything in it because it's just ugly, man. It sticks out.
Because you're not from the streets?
No, I mean, I could pull it off if I didn't have the mole. This is what I'm saying.
I could do it.
All right, calm down.
And what is that? A skin fade is the thing where...
So it's really, really short. Really short. Yeah. And then and you get it a bit longer. So it just like the shortest I can have my haircut is a number 2. And so I can't even have a number 1 because it just makes me really self-conscious. So eventually, after going to this like health and beauty place on the high street where they do like treatments for people, then they said they needed a note from the doctor to sign off that it was okay. And then I went to the doctor. Need
a note from your mum. My mum said.
Went to the doctor. The doctor said, I'm not going to sign that, but we'll send you to the dermatologist at the hospital, see if they can get it done. Waited a year because of Corona. Went into the dermatologist. They said, no, it's nothing sinister, but so we can't do it on the NHS. And I was like, oh my God. So went back to the place on the high street. And they said, yeah, no worries, just like write us a note or something to say that it's all cool and you've had it checked out. Put your name and address on it, sign it, and we'll do it. And I was like, oh, okay. So I booked an appointment, writ this letter, so it was all fine. Didn't get asked for the letter. So that was a waste of time. So basically wasted a year trying to get it done. And I was... Sorry?
Moles R Us was closed.
Yeah.
For a year as well, I suppose.
Yeah. So I went in nervous because I've heard it's done with like an electrolysis needle. So the words electric and needle involved with the back of your head doesn't sound too good. And I sat there in the waiting area and she said, oh, really sorry, we're going to be about 15 minutes late because we've only got the one machine, the other one's broken, so we're having to move some things about. It's like, that's fine, no worries, I'll just sit here and just be scared. That's cool.
Be scared, yeah. Just chill out here.
Just chill out here, terrified. No worries. That's fine. Don't worry about it. Are you okay?
I'll be fine.
Shake and have a fit in the corner over there. Is that good? Yeah. And then it eventually went in to the treatment area, and I'm a wuss with pain and stuff. Like I just can't deal with pain. And I said to the woman, I said, oh, yeah, I'm just really nervous about this. And she went, oh, are you?
Lucky.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, goes, so what we do, that is going to sting a bit. And we're using an electrolysis needle. And I go, okay, right. Yeah. And she goes, but that'll be okay because it won't take very long. So lie down. So I'm laying down and I'm like, oh God, I like get really tense and squirmy just having like a sports massage, like I'm just an absolute wuss. So I was like, this woman's going to stick an electric needle in the back of my head. Oh my God, what am I doing?
That doesn't sound ideal.
And so then she starts the treatment. She goes, ready? I was like, yeah, okay. By the way, the alcohol wipe that she used to clean the back of my head made me jump. I was like, so then she starts the treatment, and honestly, I have never felt pain like that.
Really?
Yeah, it was fucking horrendous. it felt to me like she'd pushed a needle into the back of my head, set the needle on fire, and then dragged it out.
Fuck. Is that what she did, though? Is that what that is?
No, but get this. So listen to this for bedside manner. I'm obviously sat there, like laying on this bed, gripping the life out of this bed, going, fuck, quite distressed, which is how I deal with most pain situations, even the dentist. And she didn't ask me if I'm all right. She's not talking to me, like, at all. She's just sort of cracking on, you know, classic. It's Thursday morning. She's just going about her business.
Get these moles dealt with.
Yeah, she goes, I'm not in pain. That's fine.
I'm going to rip this thing out of here.
To take my mind off of it, I ask her a question. So what is that actually doing then? What is the machine actually doing? You know, just try and distract myself. And she said, it's burning it off.
Oh, funny that. Also tearing it out of my head. Is it by any chance?
Jesus Christ. But she said, but it will feel numb the more I do it. That was a lie. I was waiting for the numb. I thought my body was going to go into shock and I'd just like black out or something.
Your body's going to go down. Yeah, when you pass out, it doesn't hurt.
So anyway, so I'm praying for death, and she eventually finishes the treatment. Bear in mind, it's 10 minutes is 46 quid. Annoyingly, just £1 over the contactless limit. So I have to remember my PIN as well, bitch. And she does it in like, I don't know, 4 or 5 minutes. So I have got like other moles and stuff on my body, and one of them is like a little Cocoa Pop on my leg, which just really annoying.
I think I remember the Cocoa Pop.
Yeah, on my leg. So it's just always bugged me as well, because it's just not.
Can you
great.
Just go around saying like, just deal with all these moles for me? Is that a thing?
Yeah,
I guess so.
Yeah, you can. Yeah. So at the start I said, oh yeah, I've got the one on the back of my head, and also I've got this one on my leg. So if we get time, like, I might want to get that seen too. She said, okay. And I finished the head, and it was that bad. I was like, I don't know if I can do that on my leg. I don't know if I can handle it. And I was like, no, just, you're in here now. Just might as well just get it done. So I actually sat the other way, and it was worse, even though it was smaller. And she said it's going to take less time because it's smaller. I could see it. So I was looking at her, like frazzling this Cocoa Pop mole on my leg. And then I went for Wetherspoons for breakfast, and they undercooked my bacon. Motherfuckers.
Why is that the worst day of your life?
This is bad. That's so bad.
Day of my life.
So yeah, so that's mole removal. Did you find out about the quadriceps? You forgot all about that.
I was just in shock at the mole removal. I didn't realize that was even a thing.
Yeah.
So on a scale of mole removal to your tattoo on your forearm,
I'd rather have a tattoo. I'd rather have a tattoo than that.
Where was your worst tattoo?
On
the arm, probably that one, wasn't it?
Under the arm there.
On the old bingos.
Yeah, was bad because it felt like it was going into my heart, like it was vibrating. I think because I've got a vein. There's a vein there.
Right,
it must have carried the bad feels all the way into my heart. But yeah, the worst thing about the tattoo is when they do the highlight at the end. So they've already, like my lantern done by Paulie, who's awesome. Like to make the tattoos really pop, they do like the white highlights at the end, and that was just like, nah. I was in bits. I was like, dude, I wanted to just hold him. That was awful. It was awful.
Yeah, I remember you getting your eagle done when I got mine done, and you looked like you were.
I'm just no good.
Not having a very good time.
No good with it at all. Anything like that.
I like to
no good.
Treat it like a game to see if I can not like convince myself I can't feel it.
Yeah.
So instead of thinking about it, I'm thinking like, can I not feel
Black this out?
Yeah.
I don't play those sort of games. In my head, I actually thought I could never be a Navy SEAL at that point. You know what they do? You know what they do? Like,
sprang to my mind.
It did. It was like I would not hold up well under torture. I couldn't get through Buds Week. I would, I was like, if I literally can't do 4 minutes of this woman with an electric needle in the back of my head.
Yeah,
what's the point? I definitely, thank God we live in the times we do, because I would not have fared well if I was around and G-Dad was about.
What do you get when the mole is burnt off then? Just
like scars up and scars up and scabs and falls off. But it's
now
in the back. It's in the back of my hair, so I just want it to flatten off.
And now you'll be able to get your skin fade.
Get my skin fade on. Well, she said this is the best bit, because it's quite deep. You know, it's this pretty chunky little fella back there. And she said, "Oh, okay, so you got to leave it, and obviously don't mess about with it, don't pick at it, whatever. Just let it heal up, and it'll do whatever it needs to do and shrink or whatever." And she said, "But if not, if it's still raised, you can just come back." And I said, "I'm never coming back here again."
I'm fucking come back here again in my life. Never in my...
and then I laughed to relax the situation, because that's what people do who are actually aware of how to communicate with humans, unlike psychopaths with electric needles.
How awkward the situation was.
Yeah, and there was a woman in the waiting room as well, and I was like, "I'm never coming back here again." And the woman looked at me, and I started laughing. So, yeah, I'll be fine.
I'm still astonished that this is even possible.
Things that people go through, man. Things people do to themselves.
Stuff off. Yeah.
I even tried to talk to her about CrossFit as well. She wasn't having any of that.
She was like, "Listen, mate, I'm trying to get my needlework done.
Yeah.
So let me concentrate."
I was saying, isn't it amazing the things that we do to ourselves? And she was like, "Yeah."
She was like, "Take that." Burn that gear.
Yeah, that was bad. It was like when Sigourney Weaver gets the flamethrower out in Aliens. That's what it was.
Burning that little cocoa.
That's if you need to imagine it. If you're actually not able to.
That's exactly how it was.
That's what it looked like.
Yeah. Aliens, Sigourney Weaver, massive flamethrower.
Yeah. Or that scene in Total Recall where Arnold Schwarzenegger falls out of the thing on Mars and he can't breathe.
Like sucked inside out.
Yeah. It's like
that's
that.
Good.
So that's topic number 1.
Good. Well, I enjoyed that.
Thanks.
That was good. Then hit me with the CBD oil, because I'm interested.
Yeah. So I even brought props for this. So again, if you're not on YouTube watching this, you are missing out. So I need to take this jumper off now. Boiling. So a friend of mine, Chris, was posting some bits about a company called PureSport CBD. So not PureSport CBD. Prop there, triple lab tested.
About to see it, yeah. PureSport CBD.
He started posting about it, and I asked him, I'm sort of into CBD, and I've made my own balm and used the paste and the oils and things. I said, what you finding? And he rang me, which was cool. He said, I prefer to talk. So he told me all about CBD he was using, and he's
he's like, I'm not one of these modern texters.
No, it's just like, just
actually talk about it.
To actually talk about it. Because he had quite a lot to say about it, because he's quite passionate about it, and he wanted me to obviously get engaged with it rather than having to type out everything he wanted to say.
But this is
it was whilst doing a school run, by the way, and then I was on the phone to him, and then Chloe stacked it on the pavement, whatever you call it. And then I had to end the call and look after her, buy her an ice cream, make sure she was okay, all that kind of stuff. So I didn't actually get to finish the conversation, but he then messaged me all the details afterwards. And he's like,
send it back to him.
Sorry,
you send it back to him.
Send what back to him?
The message.
I said thanks. I don't know what you mean.
He didn't want to talk by message, but you returned the phone.
Oh yeah. Sorry, gotcha.
Just
and then I ummed and ahed, and I put it in my basket. Obviously, left it there for a while. Then I found a discount code. so got on that. Actually, Chris sent me a discount code for that, which was cool of him. And then I got some balm, which is 1,000 milligram.
1 gram.
So 1 gram, aka 1,000 milligram, and
makes it sound bigger.
It's really nice, actually.
What is a 1,000 milligram? There's 1,000 milligram.
1,000 milligram sort of dose of CBD
per
50 grams. So it's
2%.
Yeah, 1 in 50. Yeah. So I've been using that on my knee twice a day. So
is that strong? A strong dose? Do you know?
That's fair to middling. Yeah. Okay. So this is the thing. This company were like, it's formed by 2 pro athletes, I think they were rugby players, and they wanted to get some CBD products which were guaranteed safe. So if they were tested for anything, it wouldn't be an issue in terms of coming up on any like banned substance list. And because the CBD market is like the Wild West, and people measure things differently. So the company that I liked before would give a percentage. So they say this is 16.4% CBD. And then you've got other places going like, okay, this is 1,000 milligrams of CBD. And then you've got other places going, this has got MCT oil, and other places going, this is hemp oil. And you're just like, okay, what the hell is actually, what is what? You don't know. It's hard to tell. But the things seem to be shifting towards milligrams. And obviously the more milligrams, the higher the dosage in the product. That they couldn't find a trustworthy source. So they decided to start their own, and they have it, they say it's triple lab tested. So it's like safe for people who are going to possibly want to use it if they do get into a banned substance issue. And that's sort of the way that they've cut off.
Do they make it though? Do they make it?
I don't know. I'm not delved that deep.
They're buying it from somewhere, and then they get it tested by 3 labs to make sure it's not got any stuff in.
I guess so. At some point, a lab has tested this triplet. That's the
well,
claim.
either one lab has tested it 3 times, or three
labs.
Yeah, I guess. But they won't test. They'll test the batch, won't they? That it comes from. Like they haven't tested your specific.
Haven't tested every single bottle.
Just from the batch.
And that's their sort of niche, is that actually if you're into your sports, then you can trust this product because it's had the tests on it. So this product has been triple lab tested by Europe's leading cannabidiol testing facilities to prove label claims and to provide clarity and peace of mind in knowing exactly what you are taking.
Okay.
So that's their thing.
Does it say it is then? What's on the ingredients list?
Premium CBD and MCT oil blend. That is the ingredients of the.
Okay. That's what they in the lab. That's what they're testing for.
Yeah.
Is it CBD in it? Yes. Has it got MCT? Is what? Medium chain triglyceride.
Medium chain triglyceride, broad spectrum CBD compound, and that's the drops. And they do these other ones where they've got like a range of them. I'm not trying to sell this to anybody. It's just interesting.
No, I was just going to say this sounds a bit like a sales pitch. And the drops do what? You put that in your.
So your drops is like
directly in your mouth?
It's a food supplement is what they have to market it as. But you can just stick it under your tongue.
Just
you see loads of people. I think the reason why I like it as well is there's lots. Their brand is like a community brand. So like what we're trying to create, and they have lots of their customers are their marketing force, because they will post them using when our people post with their stuff on. And then you see all these guys, and it's a lot of stuff that I like. So it's a lot of like the CrossFit stuff. There's loads of runners doing it. I don't really, not a big runner, not into running. And
we talked about that.
Yeah. And then so they're trying to build this, if you want to. Yeah, they're trying to build this brand in a similar way to us. So I was like, felt like that was quite a cool thing and a cool brand. And they do these oils, like this blend. So they've got like an unwind one, which helps you sort of relax at the end of the day. So it's got all sorts of bits that you could probably get from Holland and Barrett in, but it's already in the thing. So you don't have to get all the other stuff. They've got like a clarity one and like a boost one. So one for the morning, one for when you're trying to concentrate, and one for when you're trying to go to sleep. So it's
one for the other.
Yeah. One balances it all out.
But to the important question, does it actually work?
Well, you know how rubbish I am about understanding whether doing something is actually working or not, because I can never ever like take stock of my current state. So I'm the wrong person to ask.
Am I completely destroyed, or?
Yeah, I'm the wrong person to ask. But what I'm doing is with the CBD oil, I'm keeping it really consistent in terms the balm, with just using it on my knee and just doing. So I'm doing my rehab, then I'm icing it, and then I'm using the balm. And that's probably twice a day. I'll ice and balm, and it feels like it's getting better.
Okay, that's good, because the main thing it does is reduce inflammation.
I guess so. Again, I don't really know. But you had that issue with your elbow, didn't you?
Wow, yeah, man.
CBD.
That was good. Like that CBD Brothers one was pretty awesome. Just the issue for me was it's expensive.
Yeah. And this
and
this stuff is not cheap either.
Slathering it on as well, but
Yeah.
and you stink.
Yeah, well, that's the good thing about this one
weed.
is you don't smell like a teenager's bedroom.
Yeah.
Whereas that one, like I made my own, and Claire goes, "You smell like weed." Yeah, I do.
I know.
really
but all my joints don't hurt. Did the one that you made work?
Yeah, it's a bit I don't know if I maybe didn't get the sort of the ratios right on the other ingredients to make it like a nice product to use. Do you know what I mean? Like it's not like it doesn't absorb fantastically, so it sort of leaves a bit of a residue.
Well, bear in mind you're not a professional CBD.
Hey, I'm not a chemist, and I'm clearly not a biologist. I don't know what I am.
And
but yeah, so I
we still don't really know whether we should be trying this or not, though, do we? This is what I'm getting at. Should I get some of this to try? Can I even get some of this?
I don't know. Where they get it to Austria.
It's legal in Austria. It's now legal in Spain, I think. It wasn't for a little while. I couldn't get any when.
Yeah, I remember. These guys are in Glasgow, and it's vegan friendly. But I find most vegans are friendly. How about you?
I find most people. Okay, because what you can't use, if you're a vegan, you can't have anything to do with any animal products. Okay. I was just thinking I probably wouldn't eat any cream.
I wouldn't eat any vegans.
So they're probably all pretty vegan friendly because I'm not going to eat it.
Yeah.
And I'm not a vegan.
Yeah.
Although I did eat cocoa butter once and it doesn't taste like chocolate.
Well, I remember, I think I was telling somebody that story the other day. It was probably you. Probably was you.
It's not.
I was telling a story, which we'll have to say for another day, about when I was trying to put a hole through a conker. So we'll remember that one. I'll go through my list of stupid shit I've done, and we'll have a Will's stupid shit podcast, because there's a few. The highlight reel of bad decisions.
There's that one. There's the garden chair.
Yeah,
that was a
good
one.
Go through them. So I've done the mole. That's my little PureSport CBD, because I thought I just liked them, so I thought talk about them. And then the last one is 5's week. So I've done 5's week, and I'm redoing the whole thing.
How's that working out for you?
Yeah, pretty same.
It's funny that. Same. I saw your post, and it says something like, "Oh yeah, 160 something or other deadlift for 5." Same. So that's the same as last time. And it just brought to my mind that quote about
doing the same thing,
getting the same results. And I was like, what a surprise.
So that's the same.
So what are you hoping for? So you're on 5's week again. So that means you're repeating this entire cycle again.
Yeah, I just wanted to not fail as many of the lifts I've done. Mainly, I just didn't want to fail the deadlift, and I just wanted to wipe the slate clean, do that deadlift one again, and actually get it. And then I'll come up with a different plan. But I just couldn't quite leave that alone, so I'm just going back for it.
What is it? It's only like 100 and only. This is me, and I'm deadlifting like 120 kilos at the moment. It's 170. What? 8 for
179, I think.
Come on, man. Just put that on tomorrow and just deal with it.
Yeah, well, I've got 3's. So it's 3's week this week. So I'm going to deadlift tomorrow. Early doors.
Just put 179 on it and get it free.
I've started it now. I can't. I'm not.
It's true.
Do the whole thing.
I know that feeling.
Yeah. Doesn't matter. Once it's started, I can't stop it. That's going the same. But I'm doing it. Still doing it. Box squats. They felt pretty.
You're not doing all the CrossFit on top of it though, or you are. You are good. Great success. That's the bit. If you want to fix it, don't do any CrossFit in that week, for example, or at the tail end of this week, and then you can actually deal with it and get it dealt with, and it's done.
Yeah, I'll take everything that you've said on board.
Not do it. Just do it, man.
Thing is, the CrossFit is like, I enjoy going there because there's people that I can talk to about training as well. So I'll probably just go there and chat and just put people.
You want to hear a good quote? You want to hear a good quote?
Yeah,
a good quote from the Frisella crew.
Go for it.
Winning is more fun than fun is fun.
Yeah, but I'm not going to win anything. What am I winning?
You're going to win that week, and you're not going to do it again.
I'm already winning. I'm a winner. I'm like Charlie Sheen. I'm just winning.
Can you cut that in? Can you cut that into this when you edit it? Because that is winning. So good.
Yeah, I can find a picture of Charlie. I'm sure he won't mind. Is he dead now, or is he alive? I can't remember. I think he's just a recluse now, isn't he? Yeah,
that's so good. There's one bit in that where
he's gone. He's gone.
No one says, "Are you bipolar?" Because he's like completely insane. And
he
goes, I'm by winning. Yes, you are. You're a monster.
Charlie, get on it, son.
I bet that.
Get on it. Yeah. That's my update, I think. I'll save anything extra special for next week. Yeah.
I haven't even got any news. That's it. I've just like thrown all mine in the mix in there as we were going along, really.
Good. I prefer not to know what your news is ahead of time. I like to hear it fresh.
Yeah, I like to hear it fresh out of the
I'll just roll with it.
Cat's mouth.
Roll with it. But that'd be a good time to wrap this up, I think. Try and get some early doors sleeping. That's what I want to do.
Wrap it. What is the time? Yeah,
it's just gone 9 here, so just gone 10 for you.
Time for bed.
Kill it. Cool.
Said everybody.
Buy some shit. Buy some stuff. Before Matt has to start taking his shirt off to sell it. JC, bringing the heat.
JC there. Yeah, you can't have this one.
Yeah,
this is one of the originals.
You don't want that.
Yeah, you don't want this one, to be honest. Cool. Sweet.
Yeah,
right, dude.
Look out for mental greens this week. I'm pulling the trigger. I'm doing a big
awesome.
big GBA.
Going wild.
Mental green. And I'm doing a custom one for somebody as well. They would like the green action. So I'm doing that this week as well. Yeah, I know.
Me?
I know.
Where's mine?
yours is on the
what about this
to-do list.
On the back burner.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, I'll send you the link for a printer and a heat press and you get cracking.
You know what? I was thinking about that today. I was thinking, hang on a minute, maybe we should just get a duplicate set up. And it could be like running some sort of proto labs.
Yeah.
So I was going to ask you to send me, and literally this morning I was thinking, hang on, that could be actually all right.
Wow.
So you just send me the
linkage.
But yeah, I need a printer and a press, don't I? And then
and the
vinyl and the
then
tees,
the software or laptop to run it. Yeah, and then the t-shirts,
and then learn how to do it.
Yeah, we'll just get somebody else to do it. That's outsourcing, baby. Outsource that bitch. Cool.
All right, dude. Cool. All right. Speak later.
Yeah, nice one. See you later.
Toodle pip.
Bye.